And then we have extreme left. I have Wilson Chwodhry, who is an entrepreneur and he's a human rights companion and community stalwart. His work has seen him named as a community crime fighter by the Prime Minister Gordon Brown in 2009. In 2010, he won the London Peace Award for bridging communities from the Mayor of London, Boris Johnson. And in the same, in 2010, he was named as Human Rights Champion by the British Sikh Council. Wilson Chwodhry is the chairman of the British Pakistani Christian Association and some other groups. So welcome.
A speech given by Mohammed Al-Jinnah at the Delhi Press Club. I mean, we've heard comments that Pakistan was created as a democracy, but it wasn't originally. It was meant to be a democratic nation based on the egalitarian principles in Islam. And what Mohammed Al-Jinnah said in its formation, or at least on the day formation in 1947 was, minorities to whichever community they may belong will be safeguarded. Their religion, faith or belief will be secured. There will be no interference of any kind with their freedom of worship. They will have their protection with regard to their religion, faith, their life and their culture. They will be in all respects the citizens of Pakistan without any distinction of caste and creed. And so from the outset there was a very egalitarian approach to how Pakistan would be created and what the vision would be for its future. He also said in that same speech later on, Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, any faith, they are able to go to their place of worship without any obstacle. The business of faith is nothing to do with the state. Then, as time proceeded, unfortunately Jinnah was only around for 1 year, as many of you will be aware. Illness had better him. We had a number of dictators and democratic leaders. The problem with Pakistan is they've never had a sustained democratic leader. Generally a military coup happens on a consecutive basis. I think that if people in this election, it will be the first time in Pakistan history that they will have had a consecutive election in Pakistan. What you will find is that in 1936, a constitution was formed for Pakistan. No, sorry, in 1956, a constitution was formed for Pakistan when Iskandar Mirza became the first president of Pakistan. In that constitution, immediately, the rights of minorities were withdrawn. The very first statement on the constitution was the naming of Pakistan as the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. No longer was it to be termed the Dominion of Pakistan. The second phrase, the second amendment confirmed that the national faith for the country would be Islam. So again, those outside Islam were already being deemed second-class citizens. Finally, Amendment 445, I believe, states that the President of Pakistan has to hold an Islamic faith and be of no less years than 45, which again has an ageist philosophy behind it too, which is quite concerning. Now, you may not be aware of the situation of minorities, but I'm going to particularly focus on Christians, but I will bring into context Hindus and other minorities. Christians only attain a 7% level of literacy. That's an adequate level of literacy. So we're not talking about geniuses here. We're talking about reaching perhaps GCSE standard. 7% of them. 86% of Christians work as in the sewage industry, as domestic labour, or as cleaners. So they are classed as the untouchables, often termed chule, which is a caste reference for meaning the lowest of low or untouchables, as I've stated before.